Hello friends and welcome to Gyan Ganga. From today we are beginning a new and very special series on Vrat Kathas, the ancient sacred stories behind the fasts and holy days observed in the Hindu tradition. For thousands of years our ancestors have followed the practice of Vrat or fasting on specific days and tithis of the Hindu lunar calendar. But have you ever wondered, why do we fast on these particular days? What is the story behind these sacred tithis? What is the spiritual significance of observing a vrat? And most importantly, what can these ancient stories teach us about our lives today? A vrat is not simply about giving up food. At its deeper level, vrat is about discipline, devotion, self-control, prayer, gratitude, and surrender. It is a way of pausing from the rush of everyday life, turning our attention inward, and remembering the divine. And today, begin this beautiful journey with one of the most sacred days of the Shravan month, Sawan Poornima, a day associated with devotion, prayer, and spiritual discipline. So before we begin today's sacred story, take a moment to slow down. Leave behind the worries of your day. And if your heart is carrying a prayer today, silently place that prayer at the feet of Mahadev. Because sometimes we don't need to explain everything to God. He already knows what is in our heart. With faith in our hearts and the name of Mahadev on our lips, let us begin today's sacred Sawan Poornima Vrat Katha. Har Har Mahadev. Om Namah Shivaya. Long ago, in a peaceful village surrounded by green fields and flowing rivers, there lived a humble Brahmin and his devoted wife. They were not wealthy, their home was small, their possessions were few, but they possessed something far more precious than worldly wealth, an unshakable faith in Lord Shiva. Every morning, before beginning their daily work, the Brahmin would bathe and offer water to Shivalingam. He would light a small lamp and fold his hands. His prayer was always simple. He would say, "O Mahadev, I have very little to offer you. Please accept my devotion. Give me the strength to walk upon the path of truth and dharma." His wife was equally devoted to Mata Parvati. She would clean their small place of worship, offer flowers whenever they were available, and pray with complete faith. The couple did not ask Lord Shiva for great wealth. They did not ask for power or fame. They simply prayed for peace, for the strength to face life, and for the well-being of their family. But life was about to test their faith. One year, their circumstances became extremely difficult. The crops failed. The little money they saved was gradually exhausted. Food became scarce. There were days when they had to sleep without a proper meal. One evening, the Brahmin returned home after searching for work the entire day. His wife looked at him. She immediately understood. He had turned empty-handed. There was almost nothing left in the house. With tears in her eyes, she asked, "Why has Mahadev allowed so many difficulties to come into our lives?" The Brahmin remained quiet for a moment. Then he looked towards the Shivalingam. He smiled gently and said, "Perhaps Mahadev is testing our faith." His wife replied, "But how long must we suffer?" The Brahmin said, "I do not know." Then he folded his hands and continued, "But I know one thing. We should never abandon the one who has been with us through every moment of our lives." His wife wiped her tears, and together they prayed. Days passed. Then came the sacred day of Sawan Poornima. The entire village was filled with devotional energy. People were preparing for worship. Temples were decorated. Devotees were bringing flowers, bale patra and offerings to Lord Shiva. The Brahmin's wife also decided to observe the Vrat according to her faith. But there was a problem. There was almost nothing in their home. No expensive offerings, no elaborate food, no beautiful decorations. She looked around the small house, then she smiled. She said, Mahadev does not need our wealth, he needs our devotion. She cleaned the prayer area, she prepared a simple place of worship. She brought water, she found a few bale patra leaves, and she sat before Lord Shiva. She closed her eyes, she folded her hands, and with tears in her eyes, she said, Mahadev, I have no riches to offer you. I have no precious jewels. I have no grand temple, but I have faith. Please accept this humble worship. She offered water to the Shivalingam. She offered bale patra. She remembered Mata Parvati, and then she began chanting, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. With every repetition, her mind became calmer. Her worries began to disappear. For a moment, she forgot about her poverty. She forgot about her problems. She forgot about tomorrow. There was only one thought in her heart, Mahadev. That night, after completing her prayers, the woman went to sleep. And in her dream, she saw something extraordinary. She found herself standing before the majestic Mount Kailash. Everything around her was covered in divine light. The mountains appeared to glow. A peaceful silence filled in the air. Mahadev was seated in the divine meditation. The crescent moon rested upon his head. The sacred Ganga flowed from his matted locks. The Trishul stood beside him. The woman immediately fell at her feet. She began to cry. She said, Mahadev, why has my life become so difficult? Lord Shiva looked at her with compassion, and he said, My child, difficulties do not mean that I have abandoned you. Sometimes difficulties are the very path through which faith becomes stronger. The woman folded her hands and said, But Mahadev, I am afraid. Lord Shiva smiled. He replied, Fear comes when you believe that you are alone. But the one who remembers me is never alone. Mata Parvati then spoke gently. She said, A prayer made during happiness is beautiful, but a prayer made during hardship comes from the deepest place of the heart. The woman listened with tears in her eyes. Lord Shiva blessed her and said, Continue upon the path of truth, devotion, and dharma. Do not allow difficult circumstances to destroy your faith. The night may be long, but the dawn will come. Then Mahadev raised his hand in blessings. A radiant light surrounded the woman, and suddenly the vision disappeared. The woman woke before sunrise. For a few moments, she remained silent. She could still feel the peace of the divine vision. She immediately told her husband what she had seen. The Brahmin listened carefully. Then he folded his hands before Lord Shiva. He said, Mahadev has reminded us that our faith must be greater than our fear. That morning, something unexpected happened. A person from a nearby village came to their home. He had heard about the Brahmin's honesty and devotion. He offered him an opportunity to work. The Brahmin accepted it gratefully. It was not a miracle that suddenly made them rich. It was something more meaningful. A door had opened. The Brahmin worked sincerely. Slowly, their circumstances began to improve. There was food in their home again. There was work. There was stability. And most importantly, there was peace. The Brahmin and his wife understood the true meaning of Mahadev's blessing. Lord Shiva had not simply removed their problems. He had given them strength, faith, and opportunity to overcome them. This, dear devotees, is one of the deeper messages behind the tradition of Vrat. Vrat is not merely about remaining hungry. It is about self-discipline. It is about learning to control our desires. It is about creating a moment of stillness in our busy lives. When we fast, pray, meditate, and remember the divine, we are reminded that our physical desires do not control us. We have the ability to control our mind. And when the mind becomes disciplined, our thoughts become clearer, our prayers become deeper, and our connection with the divine becomes stronger. This is why the sacred Tithis have held such an important place in Hindu tradition for generations. They give us opportunity to pause, to reflect, to purify our intentions, and to reconnect with something greater than ourselves. On Sawan Poornima, devotees may worship Lord Shiva and Mata Parvati according to their family and rituals. They may observe a vrat according to their health, capacity, and tradition. They may offer water to the Shiva Lingam. They may offer Bel Patra. They may light a diya. They may chant the sacred Panchakshari mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. They may listen to or recite the Vrat Katha with devotion. But remember, the divine does not measure devotion by the size of our offerings. A single drop of water offered with pure devotion can be more precious than 1,000 offerings made without faith. What matters is the heart behind the prayer. And now, before we conclude today's story, I invite you to close your eyes for a moment, take a slow, deep breath, and bring to your mind the image of peaceful Mahadev. If you are carrying a worry, place it before him. If you are carrying a fear, place it before him. If someone in your family needs strength, pray for them. If you have a dream that seems impossible, place that dream at the feet of Mahadev and say, Mahadev, I surrender my worries to you. Give me the wisdom to know what I can change. Give me the courage to change it. And give me the patience to accept what is beyond my control. May Lord Shiva bless you with strength. May Mata Parvati bless you, your family, with love and harmony. May your home be filled with peace. May your mind be free from fear. May your heart remain strong through every difficulty. And may the light of Mahadev always guide your path.